I was thinking, look, all the leaves are falling off the trees. I'm behind, I can't catch up, it makes me so nervous, I want to cry. I just got all kinds of papers, they're all loose. That means they're not in a book, that means once they're loose, I have to look at them again. So, this video is, take a look at this. Can you say it? Hit king. Hitting, right? Hitting, S-H-K. But the toilet is extraterrestrial. This is the, and it is her. It is the ET world of three, of the roof. At the same time, it is shit king. Because shit king in Hebrew is this, right? This king is also the month of October. So it is the 10 king. The star 10. Now, what is the star 10? Remember, we actually connect this one to this one to this one to actually tie up the DNA. This ties up the DNA. This one, okay, so you have to understand the way it works. When you pass your pen over this way, right? It goes this way, right? This way, this way, right? You see the way we go down and then we come up? When we go this way, right? We go this way. This is the way of Raphael. Angel Raphael has what I call the spit, where you put the pigs to roast on the spit. His design goes this way. The other design goes this way. 3, 5, 7 is 15, 4, 5, 6 is 15, which is not the real 15. This is 101. This is not 101. So therefore, we cannot count the 5 the same way. So if this is 4 and 6, this is 2 and 8, this is X and X, this is T and O, TZ. That's just the way it is. Shit king. Understanding king of 10, not 15. 5 and 5, 10, and a passage of 5, 15. 505, Levi's. This says 5 in it. But really and truthfully, it's the ace hole. Now, in order to create a real square, you need 4 numbers. One number says 9, but 36 is a real square. But what about here? This, in between here and here, is the same thing. 9, 9, 9, and 9. This is 36. It includes this. It includes this over here. 4, 4.5, 5. 3.5, 2. All of these are 3.5. 3, 3.5. 2, 2.5. 1, 1.5. 1 plus, how much is 4? 4 down to 2.5? That's right, 1, 1.5, 1.5. 1.5 minus 4 is 2.5. 1 plus 1.5? That's right, it's 2.5. 5, 2.5. 5 minus 2.5 is 2.5. 3.5. 3.5 minus 6 is, that's right, 6.5. But I can no longer go 6. I have to go 6 plus 1.5 is the middle, plus 1.5 is the middle, plus 1.5 is the middle. 3.5 minus 6 is 2.5. The average, okay, is less. 3.5 and 2.5 says the average is 3. So let's do this again. It seems confusing, doesn't it? 1 plus 1.5, 4 minus 1.5, 5 plus minus 1.5, 2 plus 1.5, 3 plus 1.5, 6 minus 1.5. 15, 15, 15. All these passages stand for Mars. Every single one of them. Down, down, down. We move over 1. We move over 1, and we go up 1.5. We move over 1, we go up 1.5. We move over 1, right? But when you're moving over 1, you're moving over from here. But it's the entire square that has a value of 9. You're only moving over from the middle of a square, but the middle of a number. You see, the real number is right here and right here. Those are the whole parts of the number, here and here. This is a split of a number. It's A, B, C, D. 4 corners, and everything else is on the inside. So if we go A, C, G, and I, those are the first 4 numbers, A, C, G, and I. A, C, G, and I. So that means, I'm gonna write this down. So that means that 1 is first, 9 is last. 9 is on a corner. That means everything else inside of it, okay, is a partial life. It's not anything at all but a partial life. This is in this corner. Now, why would 3? Why would it say 3? It's 3 is a position taking, saying it is not 3, because the real calculation is A, B, D, E. Your real square is over here. The second part of your square is C over B, E over F. The conjunction of the total square is B and E. The angle of this from this side to this side is the creation of the pool table. Now we create the pool table, right? But this is only one side. You see the way this became rectangular, almost like the hockey rink? Now I just want to bring up one more thing. This is a long video for no reason. I want to bring up half the rink. We haven't even gotten into this one yet. The fly in my ear. You know, when you go to 60, you have to go to 61, all the way to 75. That's right. When you go around the clock to 60, you must go to 75 for one time around. Because until you're 60 seconds, okay, until you hit the first 15 seconds, you haven't hit anything at all. If man is born in 6 and God rests in 7, man didn't show up until 8. Gematria says that. Do we understand this one over here? A 1 square, a 4 square, a 9 square, a 16 square. That's the only way we can do it. And that's the same way, a 1 square, a 4 square, a 9 square, a 16 square. It's the same thing as this. So what's going to happen with this? Did I draw that pool table yet? The pool table. On the pool table, here's your I. Your I takes up your center pockets. Your H takes up the outside. So on the I, the top and the bottom are the greatest. Let's call that bottom Earth and top Earth. You want to call this the equator around the Earth? The I is North Pole and South Pole, or is this your North Pole and South Pole, the shorter or the longer distance? I didn't draw any of this, and I'm just going to jump onto this. You put Z and Z back together. O and X comes together. When O and X comes together, or C, we end up with the Atlantis sign. Is that what it is? These letters are all letters with closed areas. They total 72. 18 and 17 is 35, 45, 50, 54, 55, 56, 66, 72, plus 1. 72 plus 1, 73. 73, this one would be 278 over here. I don't know why I put 279. Yeah, 278, because I always like to leave the A separately. 278. We always have to understand that 1, okay, is also in this one over here. 8 gets 1, 7 gets 1, 5 gets 1. We're not going to discuss that. When we take away the 72 and 16, because 16 is the vowel, a vowel here and a vowel here. 16 equals 56, the sun. 279, take away the rest of the vowels. Equals 244. Take away the rest of the vowels, right? We forgot about the A vowels included in here, and the O. A and O included in here is 16, 35, 244 is left over. Actually, this is 270. I'm going to have to put 278, and I'm going to have to put this at 278 minus 72, 73. 273, and this is 278 minus 35 is that right? 278 minus 35, the leftover vowels, is 243. The inside vibration, 81, 81, 81 of Venus. So let's see if I made a mistake. 17, 23, 27, 28, 29, 36, 37, 73. 40, 40. Why? To the 7th gate. But if it was to the 10 world, this would be 3, and this would be 7. 3 and 7. If we want to bring it back to 4, right? It would be plus 1, minus 4. 41 is the IT system in the sun. Inside the A letter is a C. When you cross out the A letter on this angle, you create the D. It becomes ACDC, all in one letter. ACDC, ABCD is all inside the letter A. O and X comes together, O and X and O and U. And I'm not really crazy. I just wanted to show you one more piece on this. No, I can't do that. I'm going to have to tell you something else. Because the O and the U, where are you? Where are you? O. Okay, we'll create the R. A and H, 1 and 8 creates the R. Oh, where are you? What is it? Oh, where is something gone? Can somebody, Gino, I want to go home. G note, okay, or 100, because they usually say it's a C note. The opposite of G is C, so it says I want to go home. God, I want to go home. Gino, this is pi. Bring me back from pi. Electric company inside the move. Levi's jeans, 501. 105, 70 and 35, Kansas City. Dorothy, I want to go home. 10 becomes 16. 10 becomes 7. 7 and 5. Again, G and E. 51 are civil. 5 and 1 equals to Mars. I and S is the same thing as 5 and 1, just like O and S says half. This is lives, as it says, one life. Gunneth is a liar. The gun of 69. 6 and 9. The reverse of 69 is 21U and 18. R. RU, that is the street of the gun of life, runner of the moon. The reverse of 735 is 264. 723654. Love. Creation, 7 times 2. Love of time. This will create 20, 40, 60, 86. 46, excuse me, 66. Plus 6 is 72. Minus 6 is 60. Minus 6 is 54. 54 means I want to go home from the moon to the sun. Did you have a wet dream? And I'm going straight. E.T. Creation of E.T. in REM. E and A is, oh, I had a DROM, or I had a delta angle ROM sleep. Delta. Straight, a royal flush. 14, 27, 37, 38, 39 in the sky. 10, 20, 30, 33 in the sky. 16, 27, 28 on the moon in the sky. 28, 38, 39, 40 in the blue sky. 40 becomes 46. 46 becomes 34 DC. Becomes 19 A and I from the birth of my mother in the sky. 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace, 168 hours in a week. 39, 25, 62, 41. And Ace, I only put 1 for the Ace, but I should add on another 8, 176. I didn't do it for the Ace. I kept it as a single letter. This would be 176 because Ace equals to 9. I didn't use it as Ace. Now 10, Okay, 20, J10, 30, Queen 17, 47, K11, 57, 58, 59. Take me home from the day of man in the sky of E-I-E-I-O on the farm system. 24 will now equal 18, resident angel, because 10, I'm going to use that, 10 always, and I can reduce it if I want down to 15, 24, 33. 33 will now go to 343, because it's in between. 3 on one side, 3 on the other. You can't have just 3 threes, 2 threes. It has to be in between the 3. Give me any 2 numbers, and I'm going to put a number in between. Give me 2, 2. I'll say 2, 3, 2, 2, 1, 2, whichever one you want, up or down. This way or this way, the DNA. From below or from above. If it's from above, I'm below. If it's from below, I got my feet spread and I'm above. No matter which one you do. If you do it this way, I got the eye in the sky. If I use my legs, I got my dangling, anyways, just leave this alone. I want to go back to this one. Anytime you see terre or retina, it says earth in French, the earth eye. You see Charlie Brown, you now have the hair. L and I, E and L, sif. I'm just trying to understand this. You want to know the exact angles. The cross is hung straight up and down, but the mezuzah, okay, is hung on an angle. And I'm showing you from the top of one corner to the bottom of the other corner. That means you have to know that there's sides on this. Height. Ben, okay, means son of. I have to understand, does anybody know how to, I saw a video that showed me how to spell Ben differently, and they showed me the addition of Ben, okay, was actually a different number than this. And Ima, mother. What else is there? Games. I was showing this, I saw a picture today, and it showed me that the highest thing in the sky is the moon. Jupiter, Mercury, and Venus is all below. Charlie Brown, Gunneth, the sun, Hebrew letters, the alphabet in Hebrew. Pretty funny that Aleph, 1, 12 equals 13 and 11, right? 13 and 11. 13 is M, 11 is K. 13, 12, and 1 is 13, and 5 is 18, and 6, 24. Count me in the day, 24. Bet equals to 2, 25 for these two, equals to Jack in heaven, hook me up, ET. Transmission, E-world, breaking and entering, the queen comes right over here. 25 and 2 is 27, Y-O-Y, and 24, circulation of Mars in creation. What is the mem of the earth? 13, 13, 31, and Aleph, 55. Aleph mem. I don't know what these Hebrew words mean. We've already done this part where we connect the middle of the alphabet, the first 13, and then we connect the first 13 again, except I go A and M, B and L, and C and J. When I do that, it says my beautiful Jesus Christ, or Jack of clubs. Jack of clubs seems to be it. Now I did these two. Is there any? I did these 3 pages over here. Gunneth, liar. Passage of the water in the stream through the liver. V is the 2 sides of L-I and V-E. Understanding that in love, there's L-O and V-E. It's a separated word because of that word. I'm going just through this quick. After, I'm going to hopefully remember to do the keyboard. Okay, the first letter of the keyboard is A, B, C. Now, which one is D? D, E, F, G, H, I. So we're going to start to make a design of the keyboard. Here is the other one. A, B. Look at the angle. A to B to C to A to B to C. This is wrong. This is 13. That is M13. Whoop. Lost my pen on my pants. This is 13, but it says 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 2. 18 times 18 plus 18. 324, 342. 342 right here, inside of Mars. What's inside of Mars? Right over here. 27 and 50. The difference is creation. Right over here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. So you have to go through this and figure out what the keyboard design is now. I'm just showing you all these things. We're going to come over to this one. Okay, these are all the equations that must be done because they're created for it to be done. Minus equals 54 plus 13 and 9. 22 and 54 equals to 32, the doorway, or 76. MI also says halfway. If this is halfway, I need 152, the spirit of the earth. 51 Mars, 52 Earth, 152. 304, 364 is the year. All zeros equal 6. In plus, you have seul, which means 1, alone. 16, 12, 28, the moon of 40. 28 and 40, 68, 76. These is the alphabet starting at A, 11. Everything will become 47. That is the cycle of the moon. 25, 23, 21, 19, 15. And I'm going to have to pair up all these. N and M both come together as 1 and 1. That's where your gematria brings them also together as 1 and 1. And then we have Z, which comes in at 25, equaling to 7. W is equal to 1. S is equal to 2. Where's R and I? R is equal to 9. I is equal to 9. Both I and R. They both have the same house, 9 and 9. So all these are absolutes. I went into this. 30 seconds, 15 and 15. Tennis doesn't go past 30. After that, they add 10. If you're adding 10, you have to add the plus and the multiplication inside. The plus divides everything here. The multiplication, okay, separates this half and this half. Now, what are you doing? 30, 31, 32 counting up or 30 counting down? 15 counting up or 15 counting down? We're going around by the 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 60. Then I should go 75, 90. This would be your birth. But I don't want to do it that way. I'm going to continue. Every time I get to 60, I'm going to 15, then to 30, because Fibonacci tells me to go that way, except I'm going to repeat numbers, like the cement truck keeps dumping out new cement, but it keeps turning around and keeps dumping out new cement, but it keeps going around the same area. 60, 105, 135, 145, 150. 60, 105, 125, 35, 145, 155. They're all 160, the spirit of the half-life. 45, 75. 60, 105. 15, 75. G&E, runner of the moon, 3 o'clock. 30, 45, runner of the fox, the moon, the fox. 75, G&E, the electric. 105, the hand of God. It's just not automatic. They're the equations. They're the equational factors. And no, the 14th and the 15th letter. Also, this is D and E. D-E. D-E-N-O. Dino. Dino, Gino, I want to go home, because Dino and Gino are the halfway life of the 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4 is the middle. And here I'm adding in the cube to the last corner over here. I should put it up a little bit higher. I need to leave space, otherwise you won't see how this whole thing is done. The difference between left and right is 19. Mother and father, 7 and 8. The difference of the gateway. Words that I can't explain right now. E-W, this is Stuart and Edward. W-A-R, W-A-R. War. It's the E-war, and it's the E-war, and it is the D-war. E and D. D and E. Remember, D is now the 4th letter. It is the separation letter. There's a lot more things that I haven't finished with the weeks yet. French and English. Why and how come I can do it? Well, why don't you do it in another language, Mr. Tactans? Because I speak French and English. And if God said the word was it, and every single one of us was individualized to be able to create what they create, this is what I create. I'm the color red. I hold the color yellow in my hand. That's all I can do. Everybody gets a black and a white, and we go on. Make the move. What I would like to do is, you see all the white in my eye? I want to get rid of it somehow. I need to darken my white. Something told me in a dream that that white is screwing us up. That way, when you get red eye and you smoke a little Mary Jane, makes the whole difference, doesn't it? Red eye, Mary Jane, choo-choo train, Nibiru coming, red 27, 72, 50-50. How do you get that way, 50-50? Well, 2 and 5 is 7. 7 needs nothing, 50-50. All zeros equal 6, 56 and 56. 5 and 6, 11. 5 and 6, 11, 22. 5 times 6, 30 and 30, 60 the clock. 30 and 11, 41, the IT system running in the sun. 31, 31, 62 equals to the queen. 41, 41 equals to 82 in the moon. Now we need 61. 51. 5 and 2 equals to 7. 8 minus 1 is now Mars. Mars is the cycle running in the red sun coming from the moon. Everybody, thank you for watching. Raphael, 72 off the top of my head. Thank you. Hold on. The wing is on the door, right? Did you know that wing in French can also be the sound of L? L is also the. It also means female. The shoe is on the door. 8 goes together with 9. The Viking ships are in the sky. We're living in the water world. And everything I can see inside my head has come out and has got patented. Right now, the oil she spills. Thank you for watching this world.